Hey guys, it's CyberKnight 8610, and since we talked about TCG exclusives in the last video, let's talk about the OCG exclusives. These are cards that have been printed in Japan, in the OCG, through various ways, whether it be through Shonen Jump or like special packs that they get. We get them in our packs, and they're called OCG exclusives. So yeah, let's just go down the list of them. Like I said, link in the description if you want to go through the list yourself, and I will give my opinions on each card. Alright, let's see. Driven Daredevil. It's a secret rare, and it's a synchro monster, which is really nice to hear another synchro monster. That there's a few synchro monsters actually in this set, which is, like I said, really nice because a lot of people were saying, no more synchros, but now we're seeing some of them again. So hopefully we won't stop seeing more synchro monsters. Let's see. This is a warrior synchro. Level 7, 2,400 attack, 2,100 defense, and it requires a warrior type tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters that are also warrior types. This card is attacked by opponent's monster that has more attack than this card. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. Then destroy the monster that this card battled at the end of the damage step. Not that bad of a card, really. I don't see it being used too much because it's a level 7 that's not generic. That has always hurt synchros. If they're not generic, usually they won't see much play. Usually. I mean, that's not the case with everyone. But, I mean, more likely people are going to go for Black Rose instead of this card. It's just one of those things because Black Rose can nuke the field. It's generic. That means, it doesn't need a specific type of tuner or non-tuner, and it has the same attack as this card. So yeah, it kind of depends on what deck you're running, but I assume more people are going to go for Black Rose. Yeah, it's not really worth being a secret either, which is kind of, upsetting. I really wish it wasn't secret rare. I wish they would have done more of these kind of cards as like promos or something instead of being in the pack, really. Some of these, because I believe that was in Japan's Shonen Jump magazine. So yeah, it would have been nice to kind of see it as a promo or something, and instead of being in the pack. But yeah, it's not terrible, but like I said, it's not going to be really used at all. Dark Flat Top, it's a rare, which is kind of odd. It's also a synchro, level 8, let's see, 0 attack, 3,000 defense. It requires a Dark Tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters that are machine types. Once per turn, you can target one reactor monster or Flying Fortress Skyfire in your graveyard and special summon it, ignoring the summoning conditions. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 5 or lower machine type monster from your hand. This card's actually really interesting to me. It's not going to be used too much, of course, because it kind of has the same downfalls as Driven Daredevil, first off. But I did like the reactor archetype when that came out a long time ago. That seems like that's been forever since that came out. That was, I don't even remember what set. Raging Battle, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or, no, actually, Crimson Crisis, my mistake. Anyway, though, this actually makes me want to try out reactors again. It looks like it's going to be a fun card to use, at least for fun. I don't really see it ever being used in competitive play, but, maybe we'll be surprised and it will be used in competitive play. But like I said, I could see, some people using this for fun, making reactor decks in, which will be really cool. And I might have to try this out on Dueling Network, using a reactor deck. Let's see. Dark Diviner. This one's kind of an odd card that is getting released. Let's see. It is a super rare. It's a Fiend Synchro monster as well, so that's another Synchro, which, like I said, is really awesome. It is a level 4, which is kind of odd, with 2,000 attack and 1,000 defense. It requires a Dark Tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters that are insect types. Another specific one, which is kind of crazy. Let's see. It cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card attacks an opponent's monster by battle that has a higher attack than this card, that monster's attack becomes the same as this card until end phase. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. It has a pretty cool effect. I mean, it's really interesting because it will, your opponent's monster will then take on its attack. Then when they attack each other, it won't be destroyed by battle. Dark Diviner by his own effect. So you destroy your opponent's monster, and then you would get to send cards from the top of their deck to the graveyard. That can be good and bad, this format. Of course, with this format, a lot of people want their cards to be in the graveyard so they can bring out, like, Blackluster Soldier and Chaos Sorcerer and stuff, too. But really, if you're going against some decks that really mill a lot of cards, that could end up hurting them. Or you could get lucky and get rid of some of those mean cards like Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment or Mirror Force and stuff before they can ever get to you. So yeah, it's not that bad, but insect types, there's not too many except with the Insectoids finally coming out. I don't think they could even use this card, though, unfortunately, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe this card will be used. I don't know. I like that it's getting printed, but it's kind of one of those, again, that I would rather see as like some kind of special promo card, like have a special 10 for it, like we did with some of the other Dark Synchros that we got in the last Duelist 10. So yeah, Koala, I think that's how you pronounce this one. This is a common. This is kind of a weird one. It's a fusion monster. Let's see. It is a level 6, 2,800 attack, 2,000 defense. It requires a sea koala and tree otter to fuse into it. You can send one beast-type monster from your hand to the graveyard to select and destroy one monster your opponent controls. It's not too bad. I mean, it's attack and everything too. I could see this card maybe being used for fun. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I like that it's finally getting printed, but I don't know. Like I said, it's just one of those cards that's just going to be for fun, unfortunately. I don't see this ever being part of the meta game, but who knows? Maybe we'll be surprised. Vampire Koala. They're kind of going for a little bit of a theme with the koalas, it seems like. It's another one that's common as well. Let's see, it is a level 4, 1,800 attack, 1,500 defense. It's a beast. And when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, except by a direct attack, you gain life points equal to that amount of battle damage inflicted. The card could be better. I mean, you're not going to use too many cards that are going to be able to use its effect, unfortunately, but it has a pretty good attack. And you can see how it could work with a Koala or whatever, however you pronounce that. But yeah, I kind of like its artwork for some reason. It just looks funny to me. And being a common is alright. I mean, it's kind of one of those cards I kind of wanted, you know, just because, like I said, the artwork's just kind of funny. And it's just kind of one of those, I believe it was in one of their premium packs in Japan or something. So yeah, it's just kind of a for fun card, you can tell. But I still kind of like it. Let's see, Sweet Corn. Good grief, it's a common. The artwork is just funny looking on this one. It is a plant, level 2, 0 attack, 0 defense. And once per turn, during your main phase 2, you can pay 500 life points to special summon one grain corn token. It's another card that, I mean, there's just not another word for it. It's just plain interesting. I mean, I know I keep saying interesting, but that's just what this card is as well. I like the artwork. It's another one of those that's just kind of funny artwork. I don't think it's going to see much play even in any kind of plant version, but who knows. So, like I said, though, it's kind of funny looking card. It kind of reminds you of like a dandelion, too, with its token effect. Dandapon is a common as well. Let's see, it's an insect. It's level 2, 600 attack, 600 defense. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add one insect monster with 1,000 or less defense from the deck to the hand. I could see this actually being used a little bit more than the others because it has more of a toolbox effect. By that I mean, you know, it can destroy it and you can search out for different insects you might need. And you could really use it a lot more than, you know, than like Sweet Corn and the others. So yeah, this one's an alright one. And you could possibly use it for a Dark Diviner, you know, for a Synchro Summon. So yeah, not that bad of a card really. And it just being a common, it shouldn't be hard to get at all. Let's see. White Knight Queen. I can guarantee you that card will get censored. Let's see, it is a fairy level 7, 2,100 attack, 800 defense. It cannot be special summoned. Once per turn, you can destroy one face-down monster on the field. It's not that bad of a card. I wish it had a better attack, really. It's an interesting card. I don't even remember who used this. I think it was like Alexis from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It seems familiar. It seems like a really familiar card, whether it be from the manga or the anime. Who knows, though? Please tell me in the comments if you guys remember what this card's from, because it's going to annoy me that I don't remember. Anyway, though, it's just going to be a rare. Unfortunately, I don't see this card being used really at all. But yeah, though, it's kind of an interesting card. It's just another one of those, like I said, it's not going to really be used competitively, but the only word that really fits some of these cards is just interesting. Now, here are some really cool cards. Now, we're talking about Wind Up Arsenal Zenmo, which is going to be a secret rare. It's a new wind-up monster, which is amazing. I love wind-ups. So, and this is, I guess, kind of like their new boss monster, if you want to call it that. It is a machine XT monster, rank 5, 2,600 attack, 1,900 defense. It requires 2 level 5 monsters to XT summon into it. And once per turn, you can attach 1 XT material from this card to target 2 set cards on the field and destroy them. Not that bad of an effect, really. Its attack is pretty good, too. I could see wind-up users running this at least 1. Another, you know, rank 5 isn't too bad, and also, it's generic, so that helps out a lot. You can see this may be mixed in other decks that can use rank 5. So yeah, not that bad. Not that bad at all. And the last one, I believe this is our last one, yes. It is Missing X-Saber Invoker. It's kind of weird to see another X-Saber first off, but it's also an XC monster. It is a Warrior XC monster, rank 3. It has 1,600 attack, 500 defense. It requires 2 level 3 monsters, so it's a generic one, which is kind of nice. Once per turn, you can attach an XC material from this card, special summon 1 level 4 Earth Warrior or Beast Warrior type monster from your deck and face up to defense position. Destroy that monster during the end phase. So you can kind of tell it's, of course, built for X-Sabers. It doesn't have as generic of an effect, sort of like a Zenmo did, you know, because Zenmo doesn't really go with windups as much as this goes with X-Sabers. So you can kind of see this being more for that art type. I can see this being mixed though more. I mean, it's going to be really easy to bring out too at a rank 3. I don't see that being too hard of a card to get out. So yeah, though, that's pretty much all of the OCG cards. Please tell me what you guys think about all of them. I'm mainly interested in the last two that we talked about, which is Missing X-Saber Invoker and Zenmain's, sorry, whatever its name is, Wind Up Arsenal Zenmo. I keep getting all the little Wind Up XCs confused with each other because we're getting a bunch of them now lately. Also, I do like all the Synchro Monsters, although I don't really see any of them being used too much. They will be hopefully used for fun, and I hope to see them on Dueling Network, you know, just for fun. And I might try them out, you know, I might just, you know, try to take it as a challenge to try to build a deck around each one of them, because it just looks fun, you know. I really like the artwork on all of them, and really, I like all these OCG exclusives, alright. I kind of wish, though, we would have got the Masked Heroes. I have a feeling that we're going to wait a little longer on those, unfortunately, and I'm dying to get a hold of those Masked Heroes. So yeah, though, please tell me what you guys think. Of course, what cards you're looking for the most. It can also be cards that we didn't talk about out of this set, you know, so please tell me what you guys plan to get, and if you've already been to the sneak preview, of course, please tell me what cards you did get. I'd like to see, you know, post this video response. What cards you got from your sneak preview, or, you know, even opening packs from sneak preview or whatever, you know. I'd love to see some different pack openings on that. Hopefully I'll be able to go to sneak preview. I'll have to see. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and later, guys. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed my latest video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you enjoyed this video. Also be sure to check out the links in the description. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website, cybers.com. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.